Genesis 25. Abraham's second marriage and his death. Abraham married again, and his wife's name was Keturah. Keturah gave birth to these sons of Abraham, Zemran and Jokshan, Medan, Median, Ishbak, and Shoah. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. Dedan's descendants were the Asherans, the Lettushites, and the Eumites. The sons of Median were Ipah, Eper, Hanok, Abida, and Eldaah. These were the descendants of Keturah. Abraham left everything he had to Isaac, but while he was still living, Abraham had given gifts to the sons of his concubines. He sent them away from his son Isaac to a land in the east. Abraham lived 175 years, and then he took his last breath and died at a very old age. After a long and full life, he joined in his ancestors in death. His sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar and Hittite. The cave is east of Mamre. This was the field that Abraham had bought from the Hittites. There Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah. After Abraham died, God blessed his son Isaac, who settled near Beer Lahai Roi, the 12 tribes of Ishmael. This is the account of the descendants of Abraham's son Ishmael. He was the son of Sarah's Egyptian slave Hagar and Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael listed in order of their birth. Nebaioth, Ishmael's firstborn, Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Doma, Masha, Hadad, Tema, Jetor, Napish, and Kedema. These are the sons of Ishmael and their names, listed by their settlements and camps, 12 leaders of their tribes. Ishmael lived 137 years old. Then he took his last breath and died. He joined his ancestors in death. His descendants live as the nomads from the region of Havilah to Shur, which is near Egypt, in the direction of Asherah. They all fought with each other, Esau and Jacob. This is the account of Abraham's son Isaac and his descendants. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel, and the Aramean from Padan Aram and sister of Laban the Aramean. Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was childless. The Lord answered his prayers, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. When the children inside her were struggling with each other, she said, "If it's like this now, what will become of me?" So she went, asked the Lord. The Lord said to her, "Two countries are in your womb. Two nations will go their separate ways from birth. One nation will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the time came for her to give birth, she had twins. The firstborn one born was red. His whole body was covered with hair, so they named him Esau, hairy. Afterward, his brother was born with his hand holding onto Esau's heel, and so he was named Jacob, or heel. Isaac was 60 years old when they were born. They grew up. Esau became an expert hunter and outdoorsman. Jacob remained a quiet man, staying around the tents. Because Isaac liked to eat meat of wild animals, he loved Esau. However, Rebekah loved Jacob. Once Jacob was preparing for a meal when Esau, exhausted, came in from outdoors. So Esau said to Jacob, "Let me have a whole pot of red stuff to eat." "That red stuff, I'm exhausted." "This is why he was called Edom," Jacob responded. "First, sell me your rights as firstborn." "I'm about to die," Esau said. "What good is my inheritance to me?" "First, swear an oath," Jacob said. So Esau swore an oath to him and sold him the rights as firstborn. Then Jacob gave Esau a meal of bread and lentils. He ate and drank, and he got up and left. This is how Esau showed his contempt for his right as firstborn.